Ivory soap invites you to take a look at the basic American woman. She's fair. She's dark. She's short. She's tall. She comes in all shapes and sizes and colors. But one of the things American women have in common is that fresh, wholesome look. The fresh, scrubbed look of healthy-looking skin. That's the basic American look, and it comes from a basic way of life, good, healthy food, exercise, and plenty of soap and water. Like Ivory. Ivory's a basic American soap for healthy-looking skin, and basic values never change. Basic values like purity, like mildness, like more doctors recommending Ivory than any other soap. Healthy-looking skin is one thing American women have in common. Ivory soap is another. Ivory, a basic American soap to care for that healthy American look.
Every time Kathleen visits Spencer's nursery, Spencer breaks into a grin.
A real nice-looking lady, that Kathleen. Makes you smile just to see her.
It's that fresh, healthy look she's got. How does she get it?
You know, I don't use anything fancy on my skin. Just lots of soap and water. I use Ivory. Ivory doesn't work any miracles, but it does help keep my skin healthy looking.
Then there's Bea, Kathleen's hairdresser.
Every time I suggest a permanent, she says no. Keep it simple. It suits her, though.
It goes with Kathleen's fresh scrubbed, healthy-looking skin.
I've always trusted Ivory for my whole family. You know, it's purity, and more doctors recommending it than any other soap. Ivory helps us all keep our skin healthy looking.
Kathleen's husband, John, likes her looking natural and wholesome and healthy, 'cause healthy-looking skin says such good things about you, and washing with pure mild Ivory helps it happen.
Do American women look different than other women in the world? Ask an American man.
Different? Yeah, they look fresh and clean. You know, kind of wholesome. Look. Here's a picture of my wife. She always looks like she just washed her face.
The fresh scrub look of healthy-looking skin. Plenty of soap and water helps it happen, like Ivory soap and water. No soap cleans more gently than Ivory.
All cleaned up.
And regular, gentle cleaning is really important for healthy-looking skin. Matter of fact, no soap has helped more American women keep their skin clean and healthy-looking than pure, mild Ivory. Do American women look different than other women in the world? You bet they do. It's the fresh scrubbed look of healthy-looking skin. And Ivory helps it happen.
Was there ever a time when all you wanted was a long, hot shower? That's how I felt the day we hiked through the state park. After the long drive home, I was exhausted. Boy, did that shower feel good.
There's a pure, fresh feeling of clean. We call that Ivory feeling. There's a pure, fresh feeling of clean. We call that Ivory feeling.
Maybe it's just me, but I get a very good feeling with Ivory. It makes me feel fresh and, well, almost new. I like Ivory being simple, basic soap. It smells very fresh and clean. There's no deodorant smell or cream smell or heavy perfume smell. Ivory just makes me smell very fresh and feel really, really clean.
There's a pure, fresh feeling of clean. We call that Ivory feeling.
Remember the pies you made in the mud, and Mom said, oh mercy, go climb in the tub. Remember that Ivory feeling of clean, that pure fresh Ivory feeling of clean. Remember the picnic, the fun and the laughter. Remember the hot, lazy, cool shower after. Remember the smell and the feeling of clean, that feel like a kid again feeling of clean, that pure fresh Ivory feeling of clean.
That Ivory feeling, the pure fresh feeling of clean. Ivory, simple basic soap with a pure fresh smell. Ivory for that pure fresh feeling of clean.
You're home from the job, you're tired and worn. A long steamy shower and you'll feel reborn. Come home to that Ivory feeling of clean. that feel like a kid again, feeling of clean, that pure, fresh Ivory feeling of clean.
That Ivory feeling, the pure, fresh feeling of clean.
Ivory, big girls get that little girl look with Ivory. Ivory, complexions get that little girl look with Ivory.
Every woman can find the little girl look in her complexion with pure, mild Ivory. Washing with Ivory helps give you big girls that fresh, young little girl look.
You can get that little girl look with Ivory. Big girls get that little girl look with Ivory. Ivory.
Look at me. My nose is too long. I'm skinny. But a lot of people seem to like the way I look. I'm not a health nut, but I know natural things are best for me, inside and out. I look healthy because I stick close to nature. Get lots of sleep. I eat right, and I keep my face clean to help my complexion stay healthy looking. I use Ivory. It's natural soap. Soap. Plain and simple. You know, Ivory hasn't any heavy perfumes, creams, or deodorants in it. And cleaning with Ivory helps keep my skin looking healthy.
It can't make you beautiful, but regular washing with Ivory can help you get that healthy look people like to look at. That's the nature of Ivory soap.
To healthy looks. Ivory soap.
Hi, I'm Robert King, and you're right. Pulling a sink from a cup of coffee. That's some cup, huh? Well, just look at these stains. This sink already had tough food stains and coffee stains. Now, it's even been soaked in coffee. And it's a great way to show you that you can't stop Comet, you can't top Comet. Let's sprinkle some Comet on these stains and start rubbing. Now, you notice how Comet really gets to work on these stains? They can't stop Comet. Look at it clean. Super Comet's got chlorinol 3. Disinfects better, too. Remember those tough food and coffee stains? You'll never see them again. That's power. Other cleansers can't beat that. As I said, you can't stop Comet. You can't top Comet. Anyone for coffee?
Jimmy, what are you eating?
It's an apple.
The piece that just fell in the sink? Oh, dear, throw it away.
Well, why, Mother? That sink is clean. Just about the cleanest place in the house.
Well, really, dear?
I just cleaned it with Comet.
You know, she's right. Comet makes your sink just about the cleanest place in the house. Comet with chlorinol removes tough food stains better than other leading cleansers, and it cleans deep. This sink, magnified 15 times, shows why that's important. Sinks are full of tiny pits and holes where dirt and stains hide. We'll clean part of the stain with Comet. Rinse, and see the difference? The pits and holes are so clean they almost disappear. Comet disinfects too, even in the holes.
You're right. It is clean.
Comet makes your sink just about the cleanest place in the house.
A liquid cleaner. Oh, I got a great one with a new pine scent.
Pine scented. I like that. But how does it clean floors?
Clean's great. It's new pine ammonia top job.
Yes, Top Job's got a fresh new pine scent. And it's better than other leading liquids for big, tough jobs. Here's why. Other leading liquids work fine right out of the bottle. Now, how about mixed with water for big, tough jobs, like this kitchen dirt we built up? Watch. Top Job here, other cleaner here. After 12 strokes each, you still see some dirt here, but the top job side's cleaner because pine ammonia top job keeps more strength in water.
Thanks for the top job. My floor looks great.
For big, tough jobs, get new fresh-smelling pine ammonia top job. It keeps more strength in water. Remember, top job for tough jobs.
Maybe detergents have changed, but kids sure haven't. They still play baseball, and they still play hide and seek on a rainy day, and they still get covered with catsup. And you still got to get those clothes clean. Well, Tide can help. It can help you solve some pretty tough laundry problems and give you a clean wash. See? Even that dirty baseball uniform came clean. And everything smells fresh, too. When you've got kids, you need a detergent that'll do the job. And Tide does. You'll be pleased with it.
Tide. It gives you a fresh, clean wash. Try Tide without phosphates in this area. And if you ever run into a particularly tough laundry problem, check the back of the Tide box for tips on how to handle it. Or call us, Tide, at 800-543-7310, toll free. And one of our experts will get back to you soon with all the help he can.
Are you a regular Tide user?
Yes,
You like it?
Yeah, I tried a lot of different ones. I just finally tried the Tide. It seems to take care of everything. Short collars and my husband's cuffs and everything.
How about the kids' clothes?
Well, we've been in a new house for about a year and a half, and it seems like that the mud is just endless no matter how long you're in. You never seem to get rid of all of it, and they find it no matter where it is. And they're great for running around in their stocking feet, so I like it for getting the socks clean.
I'm going to take your Tide. Going to give you twice as much of another leading brand of detergent. Will you make that swap with me?
No.
But there's twice as much.
Well, I know, but twice as much isn't going to do me any good if it doesn't get my clothes as clean as the Tide.
The way it is, you see, some women won't swap their Tide for even twice as much of another detergent.
Get Tide XK with XK enzymes. Because the tougher your cleaning problems, the more you need Tide.
It's done real well for me. That's why I've stuck with it.
My name is Margaret Baracani. I'm a housewife, and I'm a nervous wreck standing in front of the camera. But I told the Tide people a story about my son Paul and this special blue shirt, and they asked me to tell you. I had to buy Paul a blue shirt for a class play. Well, without thinking, he wore it the day before the play. And on the way home from school, he stopped for ice cream and then got pulled into a football game. Between the ice cream and the ground in dirt, the shirt looked hopeless. I didn't think even Tide could get it clean, and it was too late to buy another shirt. Paul felt terrible. He said he had to wear that shirt for the school play, so I gave Tide a try. Well, thanks to Tide, the shirt turned out beautifully. And the next day, I was really proud of how Paul looked on stage.
Get Tide, because you know you can trust Tide to get clothes clean.
I really depend on Tide.
Meet Mrs. Ann Cuneo of Harvard, Massachusetts. She's going to tell a story that might shake up a lot of your ideas about washing clothes.
Well, it all began when I threw this old favorite jersey of mine reluctantly into the rag drawer because of a hopeless stain. I used it for polishing, mopping up dirt, spills. One day I was doing a load of rags with some Tide that I had gotten on special. When I took the jersey out, I couldn't believe it. The dirt and stains were out, and, well, it was clean enough to wear again. Then I saw it wasn't Tide I used, it was Tide XK. I've used Tide XK ever since, even when it's not on special. And my whole wash is cleaner and whiter than I ever thought it could be.
Incredible Tide XK with stain-removing XK enzymes. It's so powerful, it soaks out stains while it washes out dirt. And if you don't believe it, get in touch with Mrs. Cuneo at 800-221-7370.
Hey, what am I, seeing double? Which one of you served that ace?
I did.
No, one of these gals hasn't played tennis in 10 years. She's a 30-year-old housewife. Our real player is just 21. But it's hard to pick her. even looking at their hands.
We both have young-looking hands.
Their hands do look young, even close up. Our housewife knows about hand care.
I do take care of my hands, and I use Ivory liquid for dishes. Ivory liquid is just very mild. The suds are nice, and I really trust it. You know, for my hands.
That was our 30-year-old talking. Let's see if her serve gives her away. Whoa! So it looks like she's the ace, Mrs. Mathis.
Yes, I don't play anymore.
Well, you do have lovely hands, though.
Oh, thanks. Ivory liquid helps me take care of them.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Guess who I saw today?
Who?
Old Jeannie Crisco.
Oh, she's my age.
You know what I mean.
I knew you used to like her.
No, I didn't. I did, didn't I?
How is she?
Oh, fine. She's married and lives in Denver. Kate's funny. You should see how much younger she looks than Jeannie. Face, skin, and look at her hands. How smooth and young they are.
The Ivory liquid.
Oh.
Mild Ivory liquid. Ever notice how many women with young-looking hands seem to use it? Sure, they take care of their hands, too. But when it comes to washing dishes, they use Ivory liquid. It's so mild, it helps hands stay young-looking. Mild Ivory liquid. Try it, because sometimes his nicest compliments are the ones you never hear.
Love you.
Three 22-year-old airline stewardesses.
But one of us is a fake. She's really 35, not 22. And she's a housewife, not a stewardess.
Which one is a 35-year-old housewife who does dishes for a family of 5? We've disguised everything but her hands.
Hands won't help you guess.
Right, because our housewife uses Ivory liquid. Helps leave her hands with a creamy, young look. It's the creamiest looking, mildest Ivory liquid ever. It even whips. Looks creamy, feels creamy. Ivory liquid hands help keep your age a secret.
Give up? It's not me. It's not me either.
Here's our housewife.
That's right. I'm Mrs. Robert Thompson, and I'm 13 years older than those stewardesses.
Your hands could fool anyone with that creamy young look. That why you use Ivory liquid, Mrs. Thompson?
That's right. It helps me look younger than I am, and that's fun.
Can you pass the healthy-looking skin test? First, wash off all your makeup and look at your face. See if your skin looks fresh. Do you have a healthy glow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now in a harsh light, do you still have a healthy glow?
Sure. Know why?
Of course, you use Ivory soap.
Come on. You know better than that. Ivory can't do it all by itself. You've got to get enough sleep, eat right, and then wash regularly with Ivory. That's what helps my complexion stay healthy looking. Ivory is plain soap. No heavy perfumes, or creams, or deodorants in it. See? Ivory even looks healthy.
If you want to pass the healthy-looking skin test,
Get enough sleep, eat right, and wash regularly with Ivory.
What are you looking at?
You? I like the way you look.
You like the way Jane Huntley looks, too. You think she's gorgeous.
Yeah, but you look better. You look healthy. That's it. Your skin looks healthy, clean and sunny and natural.
Know why my skin looks healthy?
Why?
'Cause I've gotten back to basics. Sunshine, fresh air, healthy foods, and plenty of soap and water. I use Ivory every day.
Ivory?
Sure, Ivory's basic. It fits in with a natural, healthy life. Ivory's natural soap. Simple, basic soap. No heavy perfumes, creams, or deodorants. When you think about it, regular washing with Ivory goes naturally with healthy-looking skin.
You look great.
I look healthy. Not gorgeous like Jane Huntley, but healthy.
Get back to basics with Ivory, the natural soap for healthy-looking skin.
Kathy Ward isn't beautiful.
I think she is.
Oh, she's a nice, attractive girl, but she's not beautiful.
Well, then what's she got that makes me think she's beautiful?
What's Kathy got? Introducing healthy-looking skin. Skin that looks clean and radiant and natural. What helps Kathy get it? Regular, gentle cleansing. She uses today's Ivory, the natural way to healthy-looking skin. Yes, there's more to Ivory than purity and mildness. Ivory's natural soap. Simple, basic soap without heavy perfumes, creams, or deodorants. And natural, regular cleansing's a must for healthy-looking skin. Maybe Kathy Ward isn't beautiful. And maybe she doesn't have to be. Shouldn't you wash regularly with today's Ivory? The natural soap for healthy-looking skin.
Wow, Kathy.
I'm 17. I've been using Ivory for 17 years. I'm not going to tell how long I've used Ivory, but it's a long time. I think the longer you use a soap, the more you appreciate its mildness.
I'm 25, and I've been using Ivory for about 6 years, not counting when I was a baby. I used to switch around, and one day I got to thinking about how often I wash my face. Not just day after day, but year after year. You know, mildness really becomes important when you think about it that way. So I switched back to Ivory. I guess if you really care about keeping your skin healthy looking, a really mild soap is very important.
Since mildness is so important for healthy-looking skin, shouldn't your soap be Ivory? Ivory was made for mildness. Ivory's rich white lather cleans gently day after day and helps keep your skin healthy-looking year after year.
Makes you think about Ivory in a new way, doesn't it?
To help keep your skin healthy-looking, shouldn't you have Ivory's mildness every day of your life?
You know what my husband gave me for my birthday? An apple tree. Obviously, he doesn't think I look like the glamorous type. I guess he thinks I look more like the healthy outdoor type.
A wife and mother talks about healthy-looking skin and Ivory soap.
If my skin's fresh and healthy looking, I guess it's because I've gotten down to basics. You know, fresh air, sunshine, healthy foods, and lots of soap and water. Which the kids aren't too crazy about.
We use Ivory around this house. Ivory's natural soap. Simple, basic soap. Ivory cleans gently, and to me, gentle, regular cleaning, very basic for healthy-looking skin.
All that, along with Ivory's purity, and more doctors recommending it than any other soap, give me a lot of confidence in Ivory, you know.
Get down to basics with Ivory, a natural soap for healthy-looking skin.
For me?
For you.
You shouldn't have. What is it?
Something wonderful. A wonderful way to help you have healthy-looking skin.
Healthy-looking skin?
Skin that's clean and radiant and natural.
Oh, that is wonderful. I bet it's some exclusive, exotic, expensive... No, it's Ivory soap.
Sure. You see, regular gentle cleansing's the natural way to healthy-looking skin. And Ivory's natural soap.
Natural. Now, wait. I know about Ivory's purity and all those doctors recommending it, but what do you mean natural?
Ivory's simple, basic soap. Without heavy perfumes, creams, or deodorants. And natural regular cleansing's a must for healthy-looking skin.
That makes sense. I just never thought about Ivory like that before.
Regular cleansing with today's Ivory. The natural soap for healthy-looking skin.
For me.
We women have a right to change, especially the way we look. We've powdered, we've painted, we've rouged, we've shadowed. We've changed.
Everything's changing, except your skin and Ivory soap. Know why we're not changing Ivory? Because beauty begins with a better complexion. And no soap is better for your complexion than Ivory with its purity and mildness. Face it, no soap can make you beautiful. But Ivory takes care of your skin underneath it all. And that's why Ivory's staying the same. Oh, we could change Ivory. It could be heavily perfumed, creamed, or deodorized. But if we added anything, it just wouldn't be Ivory pure anymore. You know, your skin needs Ivory's purity and mildness because underneath it all, beauty begins
with a better complexion.
Ivory soap. It's unchanged for the better.
When I'm older, I'd like to look like Anne. She's got a great, healthy look.
People really admire Anne's fresh, healthy-looking complexion. Anne, what advice would you give Janie about keeping her skin healthy-looking?
Well, I don't know. I guess to begin with, I think skin has got to be really clean to stay healthy-looking. So I think your soap is really important. And when you think about washing your face, not just day after day, but year after year, you've got to use a really mild soap. As far as I'm concerned, the sooner she starts using Ivory, the better. It really helps.
Since mildness is so important for healthy-looking skin, shouldn't your soap be Ivory? Ivory was made for mildness. Ivory's rich white lather cleans gently day after day and helps keep your skin healthy-looking year after year.
I guess I'd tell Janie that if she wasn't using Ivory now, she better get started.
To help keep your skin healthy-looking, shouldn't you have Ivory's mildness every day of your life?
Alice, who left all that gorgeous pie?
The boy said the crust was too tough. Guess I'll have to
Throw it away. Ridiculous. It's too tough.
And I can't afford to waste nearly $1 worth of lemons and all.
What went wrong?
Instead of my usual Crisco, I used the cheaper shortening.
You didn't use Crisco. Why?
To save money.
Oh, but this is how you really save.
Crisco?
Uh-huh. A Crisco pie crust only costs about a penny more.
A penny?
Precious little for a flaky Crisco crust like this. Talk about flaky, tender crust. And you don't have to worry about wasting this expensive filling. Bet your boys won't leave this on the plate.
If there's any left to leave.
Worth a penny more?
Crisco sure is a bargain.
Crisco, only about a penny more for really flaky crust.
Mom, don't!
Betsy, what are you saying?
Don't use Crisco oil, Mom. There's something new.
Betsy, I can't try every new thing.
But this is new Crisco oil.
New Crisco oil?
Fries lots better. My teacher in cooking club told us.
Girls, once in a great while, something special comes along. This new oil is special. You see, for crisper, less greasy-tasting fried foods, you must fry hot enough. But then you get splatter, so you lower the heat. That's wrong. But new Crisco oil splatters 40% less than other oils. Helps you to fry hotter, so you can get crisper chicken like this.
Hey, it's great chicken. No greasy, oily taste.
Try new Crisco oil and fry hotter for crisper, less greasy-tasting fried foods.
Introducing a revolutionary new kind of coffee. New Epic. Coffee with flavor that goes beyond instant, beyond freeze-dried, even beyond perked coffee.
Wow, best cup of coffee I ever tasted.
New Epic coffee. Not just a new brand, a new kind of coffee. Epic is made with a special flavor process. Ordinary percolating lets flavor escape in the form of aroma, but Epic's special process is different. It captures that aroma and turns it back into flavor. You get chunks of coffee that burst into flavor the moment you add hot water.
Fantastic. Like she said, the best coffee I ever tasted.
Epic, coffee with flavor that goes beyond instant, beyond freeze-dried, even beyond perked. New Epic coffee.
Introducing a revolutionary new kind of coffee. It goes beyond instant, beyond freeze-dried, even beyond perked coffee.
Like drinking great coffee for the first time.
This is Epic.
Like drinking great coffee for the first time.
Epic, made possible by a special process that gives you more total flavor. When ordinary coffees percolate, flavor escapes in the form of aroma. But Epic's special process is different. It captures that aroma and turns it back into flavor. Result, chunks of coffee with more total flavor. Add water and...
Like drinking great coffee for the first time.
New Epic Coffee.
Like drinking great coffee for the first time. Like drinking great coffee.
Epic Coffee.
Great coffee for the first time.
Fresh perk coffee. There's nothing like it. All you give me at home is instants.
Oh, Harry, not here. Another cup, Harry? I'll get it. Why, Betty, you never used this percolator. Where'd the fresh coffee come from?
It's new Epic coffee. Fresh perk coffee with the fresh frozen in.
This came from a jar?
Here's Epic's secret. Epic takes an extra processing step. It captures the aromatic fresh perk flavors ordinary instants lose. Epic preserves these flavors by deep freezing them at temperatures that go down past 50 below, past 80 below, way down at 108 degrees below zero, because the deeper the freeze, the fresher the flavor. Then Epic returns these flavors to the brew, so Epic tastes fresh perked.
Get some of this fresh perk for me, huh?
A whole jar full, honey.
Get new Epic coffee, fresh perked coffee with the fresh frozen in.
Your hair is so soft and shiny. My hair used to look like yours once, until I started using hairspray.
That's why Johnson's, the gentle care people, invented a new hairspray. Johnson's Family Hairspray, the nicest, cleanest hairspray ever. Sure, you spray it on, but the resemblance to other hairspray stops right there. Because Johnson's Family Hairspray gives you a nice, clean hold that makes your hair feel softer and bouncier than it has in years. But naturally. Look, most other hairsprays leave hair sticky compared to nice, clean Johnson's Family Hairspray. Johnson's new Family Hairspray, the nicest, cleanest hairspray ever. We babied your baby. Now let Johnson's baby your hair.
I had to put the new bride to work, my own mother.
Mrs. Paul Kamholtz recalls an embarrassing moment, the kind you won't worry about when you use Cascade.
We were all really happy when after so many years, Mother remarried. So I planned this little get-together. Now, just as the family started arriving, and I was still, well, unorganized, I noticed the spots on the glasses. I was kind of embarrassed, but I just scooped them up and did them by hand. We all pitched in, Mother, me, and Nick, too. He's a doll. Mom let me in on Cascade. I promised I'd give it a try.
Cascade's sheeting action fights drops that cause spots, leaves dishes virtually spotless.
Mom was right. So I've been using Cascade ever since. For about 2 years now.
Get the Cascade look. Beautiful.
Do you know when I get to the breakfast dishes? After I get home from work. Dinner is over, the kids are in bed, and it's finally peaceful. Of course, by then, everything's kind of dried on and gluey. But I've used Cascade for years now, and none of the others does a better job of cleaning up those day-old dishes. Cascade gets them practically spotless.
To show you how Cascade gets dishes practically spotless, we'll wash this glass plate. It's caked with day-old egg. Cascade cuts through most dried-on foods, leaving dishes clean. But clean is not enough. Now Cascade's famous sheeting action fights drops of rinse water that could dry into spots. Dishes come out virtually spotless.
I've tried others, I try them, but I always come back to my Cascade because none of them comes closer to getting things spotless, even my day-old dishes. Cascade really helps me.
This is America.